How's it going, ladies and Bruce? I'm Bobby Sixkilla and welcome back to Meteor World Actor Badge and Dagger. It's time for us to make a choice. I think it might be the... Like, there's been times when it's come up with other choices, but usually it only gives you one option out of those choices. It's like, here's your choice of one thing. Which one do you pick? The one thing, or do you quit the game and go do something else? Obviously we're going to sit next to Mel, even though the man is going to be very angry. Because I just want to see what happens. Might as well sit next to the lady. Oh man. I'm pulling out the chair beside Mel when a metallic sound comes from Harrelson's direction. I push the chair back in. I'll sit next to Harrelson. A wise decision. I plop myself down next to Harrelson. Are you still sticking to her all the time? Certainly. We can never know when new assailants will arrive. The MPA is on the lookout, but it can't be perfect. Strategically, the strictness is smart, but it's going to be hard on them. Hope you can get a more permanent fix sometime. As you say, but that's a mighty hurdle. Yes. But thanks to Harrelson, I don't have any trouble in my daily life. To Mel, it sounds like it's good. That's enough. That's a great attitude. With my abilities on the fritz, my vulnerability scares me senseless. Mel's never had any power. Never had power. Or my scrappiness, but she's way braver than I am. You do not strike me as entirely calm. What? Harrelson looks at me like he's noticed something. Does something outside here concern you? I was trying to play it cool, but he's a sharp old warhorse. My wariness of the window must be obvious to him. Are you gonna meet someone? Mel isn't sharp in that way. No, just looking. I always keep an eye out for crime, you know. Always a detective, huh? That's me. Harrelson's gaze holds more suspicion. He's kind enough not to ask. Sounds like work's keeping you busy, but you got any openings? Openings? Would you have room if I needed to hire? You might do better to ask Strikos than me. Yet I regret to say I fear I lack such openings. My schedule is full for the next month. Somebody as strong as him is bound to be in serious demand. Shall I inquire anyway? Nah, don't bother. I was just checking. I see. If you find you do need help, please do call on me. I owe you a great deal. Thanks for the thought. Harrelson would be a hell of a bodyguard, but I can't put him into my tussle with the cult. If he gave them trouble, they'd go straight for Mel. That'd ruin all the good I've done for them. Well, he's such a nice guy when he wants to be. When he's not being a creep. 3 days since they took my powers. I roll out of my hard excuse for a bed. It's a lucky thing the MPA has showers on site. There's worse places to live, especially since it's rent free. But that doesn't mean I'm happy with it. At this rate, I'm just going to languish here with no powers. I've got to get the seal bullet out of me somehow. And I doubt I can just poke it out of the hole. I have to find a hospital willing to help. Night is the time if I'm going to move. But operating at night brings its own set of problems. If I run into the cult, that's game over. The thugs are one thing, but anybody with any clout in the cult is a powerful keeper. And the way I am right now, I probably couldn't even run. Still beats lying around. I'll lie around when I'm dead. I make up my mind and grab my coat. I figure I'll grab a smoke first too, so I drop by the empty smoking room. My only concern would be for Melissa, but luckily she's staying at Claris's now. If something happens to me, she won't get caught up in it. It might bum her out, but nothing worse will happen. That's the stuff. After savouring what might be my last cigarette, I head out. Out into the neon dark of the city. At the first step, a voice comes at my back. Stop. What are you even doing here so late? I thought it was time that you might attempt to move. So you were spying on me? What an accusation. Accurate, of course. Accurate, huh? There are surveillance cameras even inside the agency. A commissioner like Daimonji must have access permission. Where were you going? Just getting some air. At this hour? I was gonna go live stream a nice nighttime stroll. That's how the kids make money these days, right? Part-time work is strictly prohibited for our officers. Violate regulations, you'll find yourself with more than a pay cut. Take a jog. I was just kidding, damn it. If you want to talk rules, your bosses have got some too. When I'm off the clock at night, I can walk where I want. I don't care how high up you are, you got no right to stop me. No right, no. To be frank though, you'll come back dead. Huh? You think someone's gonna kill me? Deny your involvement all you want, but the cult certainly sees you as the enemy. Your enemies will attack you without hesitation. The cult again, huh? I thought they fell apart ages ago. This is no time for your sparring. I don't follow. If the cult, which is dead, is somehow trying to get me, then what was the point of taking away my powers? They sure would come in handy if someone tried to jump me out here. Indeed. That's precisely why I removed them. With no means of fighting, you have no choice but to hide. Too bad that's not how I operate. Apparently not. Think you messed up yet? No, I do not. I took my best option. Can't say I see it. I feel like a naked man on a freezing mountaintop. Then come back into the warmth of the NPA. Just give me my coat back. Apologies, I'm afraid I can't do that. Uh-huh. You don't shoot somebody and then walk it away. Walk it back. Well, see you then. I'm sorry, but I can't let you go. Daimonji stands to block my way. You look like you're gonna beat me back into the building. Without your powers, you can't resist. How are you gonna stop me then? Throw a pillar of fire at me and I'm dead. I couldn't block it. Nothing left but roast Hiryu. There are plenty of ways. She doesn't look like she's making it up. You should retire from the front lines. Huh? The primary reason why I sealed off your powers. They've already damaged your body considerably. Continuing as you were, you would probably last perhaps a year? No, not even half of that. So? So? I know my powers better than anybody. Are you saying you'd be willing to die to take out the cult? I think that's pretty obvious. Notice how I'm trying to go outside right now? Your thinking is wrong. Can you change it? Not happening. You want to change who I am? Go back in time 10 years. Fix up the past so I don't turn out this way. That's probably a dead end though. Doubt time travel would make the me I am disappear. The cult case must mean a great deal to you. You really will die, you understand. But it's not too late to turn back yet. With your powers sealed and appropriate precautions, I can't go back to living just for the sake of it. If you want my powers that badly, let me go wipe the cult out first. I'm betting my life here. The bet goes like this. Can I kill the cult, or do I die first? I see. The roots of your vendetta do run deep. It's funny how it works, you know? The world is full of things humans don't hold a candle to. Segets, elves, and that's just the start. But humans can get powers of our own. We call them keepers, but the right word is gifted. Those abilities are manna, straight out of heaven. Some make much better boons than others. Your fire, my ice, they're jackpot powers, right? If I'd rolled something weak instead, I'd never have got it into my head to take out the cult. Nothing I could try would even make a dent. I wonder about that. Ikuta joined along with you, and he's trying to accomplish something great without the use of powers. Wouldn't his way have been open to you? Maybe it would have been, but I took the back road. I pinned everything on the powers I was blessed with. Hate to say it, but I'll kill you if I have to. Indicating that you're prepared to die. It's too late to back off now. That about sums it up. In that case, I'm prepared to stop you by force. One moment there's a pillar of fire rising from Daimonji's feet. Then next it's all around me, stopping me from moving. Done. As the incandescent heat surrounds me. Break. In the corner of my eye, a spark goes off like a firework, and then I can't see anything at all. I open my eyes to see the ceiling again. Ow! I thought that was a dream, but my skin hurts. On closer inspection, I find it's red in places, almost to the point of burns. Not my kind of a hottie. She's strong enough to spearhead the NPA's street operations even without a compatibility advantage. I was planning on dealing with her fire, but she never gave me the chance. If she'd been with the cult, I'd be a corpse. Do you understand now? How vulnerable you've become? You're still here? She's standing by the entrance, leaning up against the wall. You're as defenseless as a baby. You couldn't even handle one member of the cult's leadership. Shut it. That's why I'm trying to fix. I let my true intentions slip. I knew it. You were hoping to get that removed by some underground doctor. Succeed at that and I'll arrest you. That'd be overstepping your authority. Make of it what you will. I'll treat you as a captive. You understand my meaning? Yeah. Doesn't matter how bad a dude you are, if the MPA gets its claws on you, you're done. Your powers get locked and you get shut up for the tiniest cell that'll fit. I'm free inside the station here, but that's about where I'm at already. Yes, I suppose it is. This is a prison for you in a way. Daimonji gives a defeated sigh. Well, keeping you in here around the clock will be impossible. I'll loosen just one of your restrictions. The noon hour from 12 to 1 o'clock. Lunchtime, in other words. You may go out during that period. And that's cool now? What happens if I run straight to a doctor? You won't. You may go out during that time, but only in my company. That's as far as I can bend. So I get a chaperone. It's nice, isn't it nice to be able to go out at all? That said, I don't have the time every day. I'll have to limit it to when my schedule permits. 1 hour is short enough and she won't always even be free? Wow, such a big help. Then please, let's simply forget about it. Hold up, nobody said it was a bad idea. Daimonji gives the slightest smile, she knew that was coming. I'll just be honest. I do feel a little guilty over stealing your powers, you know. 1 hour guilty? Not what I'd call proportional. It won't be forever. Oh yeah? When's it gonna end? I can't say. Do we have an understanding? I don't get a whole lot of options, huh? No. Take it or leave it. Take it and I get an hour of relative freedom to go outside. Okay, sounds good. Good. This is my phone number. On days when you'd like to go out, inform me 30 minutes in advance. We're swapping contact info? Yes. Does that make you happy? Of course it does, you're hot. This is my work number, of course. Bummer. What am I supposed to do when I want to get food? You can send someone to get it, if necessary. I prefer to eat out. I assume you prefer pre-packaged food. If you insist, and I suppose... Daimonji considers, then continues. Why don't you use the shop you normally frequent? What? That's a total change of direction. One minute I'm locked in here, and the next this is okay. This is okay? Or no, she doesn't mean to tell me it's okay at all. Can I take that as try it, pug? You can take it however you like. Without my powers, death will only ever be a hair's breadth away on the outside. Even the dregs of the cult might be able to get me. She was telling me one other thing too. My private life has no secrets from her. Great. I've arranged things as well as I could to protect you. I even prepared you a living environment. Except I never asked for it. The rest depends on you. Only you can decide how your life will play out. I'll leave you to it. With that, Daimonji departs. That's rich coming from her. I step out of the 13th out of sheer spite. Or I would. My heart isn't quite ready yet, and I can't seem to set one foot in front of the other. My left foot is the problem, it won't move. My left foot is a wuss, but at least it's cute. Okay. It's that time right after work, when you start to look for dinner. Going outside takes all sorts of courage. As night falls, the number of people on the streets will drop sharply. Right now is a peak hour, so as everyone is clocking out and going home, about an hour before Love and Peace will close. If I want to eat out, this is the time. Let's move. Outside this complex, I'm a dead man. Shuddering, naked, on a frozen mountaintop. The cult probably doesn't know that though. If they come at me, they'll be prepared for the ice. Damn it. I'm starting to hate myself here. It's too obvious how hard I've been leaning on my powers. Daimonji figures there's no way I'm going outside. At least I gotta stick it to it. I'm not a guy who counts on his powers for everything. Thank you for waiting, Ruka. Hey, Chiffon, over here. 30 minutes later, Chiffon arrives to meet me outside the station. She doesn't have a phone, so I had to call Strickhoff's office and catch her before she left. She left. It was a stroke of luck. Your work's done for the day? Yeah, so I was just on my way home. Sorry I made you come all the way out here just for a meal. No, it makes me very happy. But are you sure you can treat me? Your room got blown up as bad as mine did. Figured we could have us a pity party, as founding members of the Blast Victims Club. It would be my pleasure. Sweet. Chiffon's worth 100 hard guns. The cult can send anything they want, she can handle it. She's my second best weapon. How you like me now, Daimonji? I'm sorry, what? Don't worry, just an internal victory speech. We're gonna pop over to Love and Peace, but I need a favour on the way. What could it be? Keep an eye out on our surroundings. As a cop, you never know when you're gonna get attacked. Especially not after that explosion. Interesting. Of course, I'll keep both eyes wide open. She makes an encouraging fist and smiles. A cute little thing she might be, but her power level is off the charts. Even with my eyes, I wouldn't bet I could beat her. You're a treasure. There is one problem. I can give it all I've got, but it sort of takes a lot out of me. I might end up double hungry after. Oh, is that all? Go to town, it's fine. I'm feeling generous today. Are you sure? You betcha. Little do I know how badly I've just messed up. Yeah, man, with that much strength, it means you need a lot of food to keep that energy level up. Yo. Utterly unconcerned, I stroll over to Love and Peace. Oh, you're here late this evening? It's almost last order. Glad I made it. Food me up, baby. Me too. Hi, Chiffon. Table for two then? Come on in. There are some other customers, but it's not what you'd call crowded. Chiffon and I set ourselves deep inside. Extra far in and extra safe. And also far enough away from the other customers that we won't bother them. Come on, order. Okay. Chiffon drinks in the menu with eyes that glitter like a child's. Is she not a child? I thought she was a child. Here you go. The water comes out and we put in our requests. I want meat. Hamburger okay? Yeah. And a beer? I'd love one, but not today. Oh, you're still on the clock? Always be prepared, that's my motto. Anyhow, just the food's good. You got it. What'll it be for you, Chiffon? Let's see, I'll start with the left side of the menu. The whole left side? Yes, one of everything, please. Oh, right. Initiate a lot. I forgot what her definition of a lot is. But Ruka said I can have as much as I want. You're really breaking the bank, huh? Will you be okay? Can I afford it, she means. Naturally. Is that a cold sweat I see on your brow? Worst case, I just put it on my tab. You can't just put this on your tab. Naturally. It never even crossed my mind. I haven't checked, but I can probably cover it. And you said it was the last order, right? Though. Please give me the top half of the right side of the menu too. That's okay, right? That's for a blubbly. You're foaming at the mouth, are you okay? Whoopsie, that was a close one. Chiffon almost killed me before the cult did, financially speaking. The expense is gonna hurt, but my life is still worth more. Exactly. I polish off my plate. Chiffon's pace is more than triple mine, but she's putting away a feast fit for more than 10 people. This is gonna take her a while to chew through. Don't talk with your mouth full. I'll wait for you to finish, so take your time. Chiffon nodding, throws her face back into the action. I get up and go over to Ryoko, who's washing cups at the counter. Yo! Hey, is something wrong? Chiffon's still eating. That amount is gonna take her a while. This is a rare sight though. In the kitchen is the owner, his arms moving rapidly. He's actually cooking. That's mostly Ryoko's job. The owner only touches the food a couple of times a year. That's true. He must be fired up today. He must only get days this busy a few times a year anyway. If he wasn't helping out now, I don't know when he would. That's true. By the way, are you sure you're okay? Okay how? Eh? Okay in what sense? The general sense, maybe? Your lifestyle, you know, abstractly? Ryoko musters an odd flushed answer. Is it that weird to just want to check in? In all the time I've known you, you've never worried for me. Asking me of all people if I'm okay. Really? It seems like something I'd ask more often. I can't prove that it's never happened before. Could be I just forgot, that's very possible. But it definitely struck me as weird. Love and Peace is the closest cafe to the MPA. Most of its traffic comes from police officers. In our line of work, we're never really safe. So we don't get asked that kind of thing a lot. Nothing gets by you, huh? I've been at this a long time. Anyhow, I'll go sit back down. 1 second. I'm going to close up in a few, but do you think you could wait? What? There's actually something I want to ask you about. That's the first time she's said anything like that, too. If you're busy, I get it. Are you? With weird eyes, okay, she's not crying, but she's still drop-dead gorgeous. Normally, I'd never turn her down here. But right now, things aren't normal. I can't even promise to get her home safe. Could I bring Chiffon along? Be easy enough to ask. But if I do that, I'll blow any chance at a happy ending for me. But I try to send Chiffon home. No way. Huh? Sorry, just thinking out loud. I doubt I'm sleeping with Ryoko whether Chiffon's there or not. And I can't risk her life just to get my rocks off. Mind if I bring Chiffon? I go ahead and suggest it. That could be a little... I can't see how it would be a problem, but Ryoko looks vaguely uncertain. After thinking it over, her thoughts seem to crystallize. Do you think you could hear what it's about first? Let's do that. Closing time comes at Love and Peace, and with the only customers left inside, Ryoko flips the open sign to closed, and does some last minute cleaning and sweeping. Have a good night. Ryoko says goodbye to the owner on his way out of the door. He nods to us briefly and then leaves us behind. He's one quiet guy, huh? Nom. I don't think I've ever seen him speak. Thanks for swallowing first, but how long are you going to take to finish that feast? That was the last of the desserts. Down the hatch into the infinite belly, huh? Is he trying to throw the 7th into a famine? Seriously, no one person should be able to eat that much. The bill is kind of incredible. Ryoko places it face down on the table. I can't look. I push it over the edge. Reality can suck it. Setting the bill aside for now. Burn it. We'll talk about it after, okay? Okay. Ryoko wraps up cleaning and sits next to Chiffon. Are you ready to listen? Yeah, what's up? So lately I've had this problem. Is this what you wanted to talk to me about? Yes. Constipation? Now I get why so many people want to kill you. Hold it, I'm kidding. A tremor of abject terror runs through me. Even I noticed that time, Ruka. That's what people call rude. You got me. I can feel Melissa nodding along inside my coat. May I start over? Yeah. I nod too. Too hard, and Ryoko continues. So this place shuts at 9. Guess so, yeah. It's after 8 right now. Normally I go straight home once my food is gone. I don't stick around until closing time. I've been feeling eyes on me on my way home. Eyes? Like somebody's watching me, really closely. It's gross. What time does this happen? Around 9:30 at night. After the commuter rush, when most people are already home. The crime rate tends to spike around 9 PM. What pops into my head is the word stalker. Where does it start and where does it end? I'm not sure. Ryoko closes her eyes, thinking back. It begins a little after I leave the shop, I think. And then it feels like somebody's watching me, really intensely, really hotly. It never lets up the whole time, at all. She looks at me and answers confidently. After that, it keeps up almost until I get to my apartment. So somebody's got eyes on Ryoko the whole time. Sounds like a stalker. If it is, they'll know about Love and Peace too. Shouldn't you take this right to the police? Don't I count? No, that's not what I meant. I'm joking. I can't bring it to them however much I want to. What do you mean? I think the police should protect you from a stalker. Totally true, but not about to happen. It's all in your head at this point, right? Yes. I've never actually seen anyone following me. She feels eyes on her. That's not evidence. If she takes it to the agency right now, the most she's going to get is advice. Because nothing's actually happened. That's what it comes down to. If something actually does, won't it be too late? I hear that crimes like this often boil over suddenly and can't be fixed again after the fact. Strikos must be teaching you a thing or two. I've dealt with a few cases like this. The MPA is basically a free service, and for citizens in trouble, we've got to help. But that means we have to evaluate cases. What if it's all in Ryoko's imagination? The officer assigned to her couldn't protect anyone else. I think I understand, but I don't like it. Ideally, we could just take it to Strikos. A private operation like Strikos's could guard it. It'd be simple, and the quickest solution. Won't you do that, Ryoko? Then I promise I can protect you. She'll cut the perp down if she has to, by the sound of it. It's true, I'd like to do that, if I could. Problem is, it costs money. Ah. Now we're speaking the language Chiffon understands. Strikos definitely knows his business. He could probably sort you out pretty quick, but he'd want to get paid because it's his business. Bet a Love and Peace salary can't afford that. My salary barely covers living expenses. I guess borrowing from the owner is out too. I know our finances too well to ask him. He must not have the leeway either. Then I'll do it. You'll protect it for free? Ryoko has done a lot for me. I appreciate it, but you shouldn't. You work for Strikos now, don't you? If he finds out you've been working for free, it could get ugly. Most people have to pay for your services, so it's not going to go over great if you try to do favors for your friends. Even if you did help out, how many days could you last? Stalker cases can drag out forever. That could be difficult. I try to treat you food for it, but I can count on your help sometimes too. I count on your help sometimes too. That's fine for short, quick emergencies, but anything long-term would be hard, right? Yeah. Chiffon's work must run late some days too. She couldn't protect Ryoko on nights like that. The stalker might panic if he notices you. So far all he's done is follow her. But what if he notices that you're not there some night? He might think it's his only chance. As she hears the worst possibility, Chiffon's face clouds. She'd make a great guardian, but not a great stalker spotter. Being careless could make it worse. That's right. I thought so. I couldn't think of anyone I could ask except Ruka. So that's the situation. Nothing I wouldn't take on, normally I mean. Daimonji has other ideas. Given that the cult is after me too, it's going to be hard to take this on. I can't do much to thank you, but I can cover the bill for today. I flip over the bill on the table and look. The price makes me do a spit take. That's not a number I even thought I'd see in a down-home cafe like this. In a high-class bar or something, sure, but maybe I'm asking too much. Ryoko's giving up face is crushingly lovely. She tries to stand, but I stop her. Got it. I'll help you out. But, are you sure? I owe you a lot, Ryoko. If this pays it all back, then I'm getting a bargain. Thanks. She smiles at me happily. Seeing that face, I feel like I'm getting a bargain already, but I keep my mouth shut. Give me a hand too, Chiffon? Gotta wrangle her in before she can leave. Of course. She just fed me such a delicious meal. I'm the one who fed you. What? But you ate on my dime. Keep that straight, got it? Yes. She still cooked me a lot of delicious food. That she did. Alright, for now, you clean up in here like always. Me and Chiffon will leave first. What? But you won't leave with me? Don't freak out. Act differently from usual and our guy's gonna notice. We have to act like normal customers. So we lie in wait. That's the idea. Ryoko nods in understanding. Thanks for eating with us tonight. Come again. You got it. Thank you for dinner. We say goodbye and leave like regular customers. After making our way out to the road, we kill time. Ryoko will close up shop at 9:15. Alright, it's time. Around 9:10, Chiffon and I nod at each other. Moving unobtrusively, we return to the street where the cafe is. From here we can keep an eye on the place as she closes it. At 9:15, Ryoko emerges. She locks up and sets off walking. Let's see. Based on Ryoko's information, this stalker, whoever, should be putting in an appearance soon. Lurking in the shadows, we watch Ryoko come up on our position, then pass us. I'm not seeing anything. No, I don't feel any presence either. There's no sign that anyone's on Ryoko's tail. It's all in her. Is it all in her head, or is it just an off day? Stalkers don't always have the time to go stalking. They can still have other things going on too. Or maybe the guy's something different this evening and got spooked. That's why work like this can take time. As long as 1 or 2 months in some cases. I'll drop Ryoko a line. That would be good. A text from Ryoko interrupts our conclusion. I feel somebody watching me. What do you say? She feels watched? I let Chiffon see the message and she looks confused back up at me. I don't feel a thing, do you? No, I can't detect anyone tailing her. Chiffon and me are pros at this. It's not like we'd overlook someone. Maybe she's just too on edge. What do you mean? Nobody's stalking Ryoko, at least not right now. But we're here, huh? Keeping an eye on her means every move she makes. You think she's feeling us watching her? Could be. But we're hiding ourselves really well. I can't imagine a normal person like Ryoko could sense us. Technically, yeah. But we're still tailing her. And Ryoko knows it too. A friendly tail doesn't feel so different from a predatory one. She's convinced she's being stalked, and she knows she's being watched. How do you think her subconscious adds that up? I see. You're so good at this, Ruka. It's kind of backwards logic, because we know there's no actual stalker here. But even from here, her posture reads as terrified. She's supposed to be acting normal, but it's obvious. We'll stick with her a little longer, just so she feels better. Then we'll tell her our theory to calm her down. Good idea. But if she has a stalker on other days, it won't solve her problem, right? Not so much. If we want to fix this right, it'll be a long haul. I'll try to think of something. Because I can't use my powers right now. I can't stick to her, stay on my guard and wait. Plus, the laid-back 13th is out of commission. It isn't a case the 1st can sanction. It's getting closer. Help! A new message flashes up. Whoa. What do? Should we go tell her your theory now? Sounds like the plan. We can stay any longer, but we won't find anyone. We slip halfway out of the shadows and go talk to Ryoko. Moments later, we hide again. Ruka! Wait! In front of Ryoko, there's a woman. The street's mostly empty of people, but she doesn't seem to be trying to hide. What do you want? How can I get to Brooklyn Street? Huh? I'm sorry, I've gotten lost. Oh, Brooklyn, that would be... The conversation sounds pleasant enough. I doubt this is our stalker. Ryoko wraps up her directions, which she accompanied with her helpful gestures. The woman she was talking to looks grateful, goes to follow them. I think she was okay. Probably. I still feel it, what's happening? Another message comes in. Let's go. Hold on. There's something strange about how Ryoko is holding herself, instinctively, like prey in a predator's eyes. What's wrong? Maybe we've been looking at this wrong. What do you mean? We didn't see that lady until she talked to Ryoko. Why not? Because she wasn't stalking her or anything, right? People coming in from in front are in a different category. Yeah. We've been straining our nerves to spot anybody tailing Ryoko from behind. But nothing says a stalker's got to come from behind. Can he be ahead of her? In front of her, you mean? Would he be worried about running into her? Let's say this guy's got her customary down pat. He's a stalker, right? That's his whole thing. Her customary? What's that? Her customary routine. When does she close up shop? How fast does she walk? Where does she stop on her way home? Her behaviour patterns. That sound more familiar? I think I see. He wouldn't normally want to be in front, where she might see him. But it's not like Ryoko only takes empty streets. There are always people in her field of view, albeit fewer in less populated areas. Our guy could be hiding among them and staying one step ahead. So that's what she's feeling? Maybe. She looks scared like an animal. You can't rule out an approach from above or below either. Or else... It could be a keeper who's really good at hiding. So many options. Those all sound possible. If he's hiding in plain sight, that's hard for us to catch. Can't flush him out if we can't see him when we do. But invisibility would count as a pretty rare power. I've only run into somebody like that once. Let's try and test it. I'm going ahead, Chiffon. Stay and cover our tail. We're splitting up. Got it. I'm taking a real risk here when you put it like that. If I see something, I'll signal you. Don't be shy about helping, got it? I flash her a glimpse of the gun in my jacket. I understand. Dying trying to save Ryoko won't help anyone. I run ahead down Broadway and mingle with the crowd. Not that there's much of one. I switch into pedestrian mode, acting normal. There may be 30 people in my field of vision. Some go into shops, some come out to replace them, so the cast of faces is constantly changing. A stalker would try to keep a fixed distance, keeping eyes on Ryoko the whole time, so I'm looking for a face in this crowd that doesn't change. 28 people, 27, 24, 28, 27. As the faces cycle in and out, I narrow them down. Alright, we better wrap this one up here because we're definitely out of time for this episode. But I feel like we're probably going to spot someone in the next episode. I'm guessing anyway. I mean, obviously a stalker could come from the front. And obviously a stalker would know her routine because, like he said, that's what stalkers do. So, I don't think we should write it off just yet. Anyway. Hope you guys, I mean, I don't even know how Daimonji let us get out at night. She stopped us last time we walked out. Why did she not stop us this time? Maybe she's busy. I mean, she is important. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.